Hi, my name is Rinder Gunasekar from Team Canada, and you're watching Yorker with Samir.
Today I got a chance to speak to Irfan Bungash and Saima Rizwan from Fort Mcmurray. When I found out that they are in Calgary, I couldn't resist to bring them on the show and inspire you all by their ongoing efforts to promote the game in Fort McMurray. Welcome to the show, guys. Thanks for accepting my invitation.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thanks a lot. Now, let's get to it. First thing I want to know, what was the motivation behind starting a league in Fort Mc?
Well, first of all, Samir, thank you very much for inviting us here. It was really nice of you. It was never planned, I moved to Fort Mac earlier in 2011. For the first year and a half, I worked 3 jobs, and I didn't have any time for cricket or any other social activities. So
3 jobs.
3 jobs. I worked on the weekends. I worked at nights. I worked during the day. So a year and a half, I didn't do anything except for working and making money.
So there's no limit to workaholic, eh?
Yes. Then year and a half later, I got fed up of my schedule, and I'm like, you know what, let's do something different, And then one of our friends, Shadab, he told me that they have indoor cricket in a school with the tape ball cricket and stuff. So he invited me. I went there and I saw some really good cricketers over there. We had about 12, 13 people every weekend. So I was regular in indoor cricket with tape ball and stuff. A few months later, I asked Shadab Bhai, I said, hey, we should have a indoor table tournament. We got an involved into table tournament. There was a big success and a lot of people participated. We had about 5 teams. And in that tournament, I met Shahid Khan, who was then FMCC president. He met me there for the first time, and he invited me to come to our outdoor summer games. He said, you know what, I need some help from you. I've heard that you are really doing good in the indoor cricket. Why don't you come and help us out? I went to the summer games. I found some more really good talent over there.
Nice.
But we didn't have those many people. We had like 80, 90 people. We were having a hard time in making 2 teams and play. So
Makes sense.
oftentimes we were bringing a couple of players from other teams to play in both the sides.
Wow.
So we can manage like 2 teams and have a game, That season went really good. We had some friendly games on one Saturday for 25 over, 30 overs at the maximum. After the season, I called Shahid Bhai again. I said, hey, should we not organize this? Let's invite other communities. I know that we have a huge South Asian community, Gujaratis, the rest of the Indian community, Pakistani community. We have a lot of Sri Lankans, we have West Indians, we have British, we have Australian. Let's approach them and have a league. I was talking to him on the phone. This conversation was going on the phone, and I could sense from his tone that he was feeling that, hey, Irfan, it's not possible. But I was like, let's try, 2014, we managed to form 4 teams. Wow. We didn't know what we were doing, but we were like, you know what, let's have 4 teams and have balanced sides.
So these are full teams?
15 member squads.
Wow.
15 member squad. I mean, the motivation came because I saw the talent, right? I saw the hunger for cricket there. It was just to invite them and bring them in. So that's what happened, and here we are.
No, that's amazing. Yeah. Saima, tell us about cricket in Fort Mac. What's going on now?
So, Irfan Bhai started the cricket, and I know that he's very passionate about it, as well as I see his dedication, and I see a very big scope in it. So maybe in future we will have somebody like Mr. Hamza coming from Fort McMurray and playing at international level. Maybe one day.
What's the vision of cricket in Fort Mac?
Well, it's a simple vision, we want to improve our playing facilities. We want to provide the best possible options to our players so they can excel in whatever they can. We want to play good cricket with other leagues. We have already planned this summer We are planning a 40 overs and a T20 intercity with Edmonton. We have already planned a intercity with Saskatchewan. We're going to be hosting them, and then again we are planning to have like club cricket with different clubs in Edmonton, Calgary, and again we have the plans to defend our Red Deer Cup title.
Yes.
We are hosting a tournament at home. Hopefully, we're going to be inviting all the leagues in Alberta as well as Saskatchewan. So we are hoping that's going to be a big tournament.
Nice.
So all in all, the vision is we want to play cricket, we want to compete, we want to learn from other people because we want to work on our weaknesses. We're going to utilize our strengths. So that's what we're going to do.
Quickly want to touch on 40 overs game. That's a very interesting concept that you guys are going with, since a lot of players might not be able to play 50 overs, but they want to play more than just 20. Whose idea was that?
Well, originally, when we sat down, we were playing 25, 30 overs game. But then our initial plan was to join Alberta Cricket. And we had heard that in order to compete with the bigger leagues, you got to play 40 overs and bigger version of the games. As you have asked us a question, we also have plans to have a 3-day game this summer. At least one 3-day game.
Nice.
It will start with the Fort Mac players only, and then if we see it's a success, we are planning to invite out-of-town players, international players like Hamza Tariq or Miraj Patel and those guys. So we're gonna invite a couple of out-of-town players so they can play with us. We can learn from them, and then they can also have the exposure of playing a longer version of the game. So it's all in plans. So let's see how it works.
Any plans to open a junior league? How Cricket Calgary is doing? Are you going to implement anything along that line?
We are planning on that. We already have a good success. We have about 60 plus juniors, and some of them are really good, and a couple of them will be playing in a senior league pretty soon. The only hurdle that we have currently, we do not have more than one field. We're working with the city to upgrade our current field and also get at least one field for the adults, and asking a public school, to have a cricket pitch in their field or something, so we can utilize their field during summertime and in the evenings for the junior and women program.
Nice.
So all of these things, yes. I mean, if all these plans comes out well, and if we are succeeding in our plans, there is a plan for the junior league.
You mentioned you're going to collaborate with schools. That's a great idea. Calgary has been doing that, and Edmonton has done that in the past as well. Women cricket development in the city.
Okay.
Are you guys looking to probably collaborate your junior program with women cricket? What's going on with that?
Basically, we started from a very small scale. Like, it was not even in the plan. And we started with 2 people. And it ended up being about 2022 right now.
Nice.
Going to Edmonton and playing with them, Calgary and everybody else.
Believe me or not, Saima, but there are some cities that don't even have 2 teams worth of juniors or women. So that's a great achievement. I wouldn't call it small in any means.
It's just the beginning.
I will elaborate to what she said here, right? When we first started this women program, I think Saima was the one who came up to me and said, "Hey, we want to play cricket." Like, okay, let's play cricket. I never had any plans. Okay, we want to have a women cricket program or something. She gathered a few girls, and we booked a gym, and
we were actually playing with kids team.
Okay.
Because we didn't have enough players.
So there, I mean, and I was trying to tell them was basic cricket terminologies: wides, no balls, crease, stumps, pitch. They had no clue what they were. I felt like Amir Khan of Lagan, who would start cricket from scratch. I'm like,
awesome.
you know what? I don't know if I signed up for the right thing or not. And honestly, if you ask them now, obstructing the field, handle the ball, LBW rules, crease. I mean,
nice.
All the rules they know now, and they know everything.
After that, I said, you know what, we should continue this. I had a really bit issue like for a couple of months because some people were not in, some people were out of town. But afterward, now I have like about 22 ladies playing with me. Few of the ladies don't even know what is cricket. This is their first time playing it. But since they've been with us for 4 months, now I can see the difference. All credit goes to Mr. Irfan Bangash because he's the one who's coaching us, as well as he have the patience to coach us.
Nice. That's awesome.
So it's been great, especially looking at the teenagers who never watched cricket and played cricket. But now they know the rules. You see the aggression. You see the hunger for winning. You see the passion. Very few activities which is focused on women. So it's really good to see that ladies who have kids, who work all the time, have something to do other than, like
just doing chores
at the
work.
home,
Yeah.
So it's been good.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Amir Khan of Fort Mcmurray, question for you. It seems like you have a really good executive team, and you have a lot of help around you. What challenges are you facing?
Currently, as I mentioned, right, the ground. We have only one cricket field, and we are growing very fast. We started with almost two teams in 2012, 13, and then 14. We have 4 teams. 15 we got 5, and now we're seeing 7 or potentially 8 teams playing. 8 teams in one field, plus we have a junior program, and at the same time we have women program. So accommodating them into one field is going to be pretty hard this summer. But again, we are trying to work with our municipality, and they are really helpful though. And then they have promised a few things. There is a fund that has been approved, but they have been on hold for some time. I don't know when they're going to be released, but as the funds are going to be released, we're going to be having an upgraded field that we currently have. We are potentially adding a newer grass. You're going to see better grass than what we have in Victoria Park in Edmonton. You're going to see dugouts. You're going to see better side screens. You're going to see floodlight potentially, and then plus we have some new net areas coming in. So many thanks to our municipality that are really helping us out. But due to current economic situation, they had to hold those funds. But again, they haven't cancelled or declined any of our appeals so far.
So what is it that you're doing differently?
We're not doing anything different. We are just approaching everybody. What from my background, I have a finance business background. So, and plus I have the experience of finding money for different kinds of sports in Minnesota when I was in school. So I had that experience how to find money, and
you and I have to have a chat after this.
That's what we and I had heard that the community of Fort McMurray, the business community of Fort McMurray, is really cooperative, right, for something new. For example, when we started the junior program, the business community were really helpful. They gave out the sponsorship. Especially I would recognize RBC. RBC has done a lot. I mean, they sponsored the entire junior program last year, and for others are our oil industry, Suncor, Syncrude, Shell. They've been really helping us out. Beside that, Casman Group has helped us out too, and we're just going with a better proposal.
We just want to promote it. So whoever wants to come and learn, we're there.
Yeah. Now, as far as sponsorship goes, what are your future plans? Are you looking to maybe have a cup for a certain bank or things like that? You mentioned RBC has been very supportive. So what's going on with that?
What we do is, for example, our city team, we have platinum sponsors, we have gold, and then silver sponsor. If we have RBC is a platinum sponsor, so what we do on our city jerseys, we put their logo right in front, which as a recognition. last tournament that we had, we hosted in Fort McMurray. We had teams from Calgary, Canada Panthers was invited. We had team from Regina. We had a team from Grand Prairie and RSL. We named the tournament for RBC Fort Mac Cricket Championship. So we recognize those sponsors in this way. Similarly, I mean, we will have other junior tournaments and women tournament. We're going to recognize our other sponsors. So it's a give and take. We are promoting their product. They're helping us out. That's what we do.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us and sharing your thoughts. It's very important to let everybody know what's going on around the cities, around Alberta. So thank you so much for your effort. I really appreciate that. I know our viewers appreciate that. So keep going. Do not stop. Wish you guys all the best.
Thank you
very much. Thanks a lot.
Match bhi dekh rahe the, it was crazy.
Undernet. यार ये क्या किया उसने? वहाँ पे उसने? That's ridiculous. We're national cricketers.
Unnecessary.
Anyways, okay.
All right,
चल रहा
okay.
है.
Okay.
इतने सवाल तो मैंने अपने शोहर को नहीं
That's Yorker with Samir for you.